Okay, guys, we are in Cricut Design Space. The first thing I want you to do is to go over here where it says text, which is on the left hand side. You're going to click on it, and this text is going to come up. I'm going to write the word senior in bold caps. Okay, so after I write the word senior, I'm going to go ahead and change this font. So the font that I am going to use for this project is called Sport Sport Sports Champ. So I'm gonna go up here where it says font, and I'm gonna click go to system because it's a system font, and I'm going to type the word sports. So the one that I'll be using is the Sport Champs regular. So I'm gonna click on it. When I click on it, it is gonna change the font, and this is what you're gonna have. So I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger for you to see what I'm doing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to ungroup this word. So I'm going to go over here to my layers panel, and the first icon is the ungroup icon. So I'm gonna click on it. And what you'll find is that these are now individual letters. So I'm going to take out the I because I want to replace the I with a different um, number, so with a year. So I'm going to go back over here where it says text. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to type 2024. Now this, for this font, I am not going to use Sports Champ regular. I'm going to go up here where you see font, and I'm going to change it to the Sports Champ simple. Okay. So when I change it to Sports Champ simple, this is what you're going to have. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this so that it's turned upwards. So I'm going to go over here where it says position, and then you're going to go to this little arrow thing, and you're going to rotate. Okay. So I'm going to rotate it about 250, not 250, 270 degrees. So I'm just going to type in 270 degrees, and you'll see that that stands upright. Okay, it's now vertical. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the center of that, and I'm going to ensure that it is aligned. It is aligned. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to select everything, and I'm going to go up here where it says align to the top, align, and I'm going to align to the top so that everything is quite nice. Now, if you want to make this a little bit wider, you could go ahead and unlock it. So right now the width is 1.5. I'm going to unlock it and see if I could make that a little bit wider. So I'm going to do 1.75. So you go up here where you see that unlock button. All right, so it goes upwards. I don't want it to go upwards. I want it to go this way. So let me just undo. So it would be the height because we rotated it. So let's do 1 inch. Okay. So because we rotated it, it the height becomes the width, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so this is okay. And what I'm going to do too, I'm going to ensure that this is 1.5 because I want it in line with the top. This is quite fine. Let me just go down and let me go ahead and highlight everything and align to the top just the same, just to ensure that everything is nice and straight. Okay, so now this is what we have. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna highlight everything and I'm gonna change the size of it. Okay, I want it a little bit bigger because I'm putting this on a medium shirt. Now my view is 100%, so that is quite fine. So now this looks okay. So now I have a width of 9.75 and a height of 2.63. I want to make it a little bit bigger, maybe 10.5, because this is a medium shirt that I'm putting it on. Okay, so let's leave it as that for now. My Cricut design space is very slow, or my computer, one of them. Okay. So now it's 11.6. This is way too big. So let me take it down to a 10.5. Okay, so this is what we have. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here where it says images. And I'm going to search for a graduation cap. Okay. And I'm going to choose one from this, just a simple one. I don't want it to I don't want it with a lot of colors, so I'm going to choose one that is quite simple. All right, let me choose this one and see how I like it. Let me add it to my canvas. Okay, so when it comes in, it's gonna come in way big. So I'm gonna take it down. And what I want to do is I want to actually merge it. So for this 2021, I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna change the color to gold. Let's use this one for now. And for this one, let me take this down a bit so that you could see. All right, so now that we have this, I went ahead and I changed the 2021 because I'm actually going to use that in a different color. I'm also going to group the words back. I'm going to group those together and I'm going to change the color to a black. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and put this cap. I'm going to first rotate it so that it kind of sits on the S, because what I'm going to do is I am going to um, merge it together. Okay, so this is what I have. I like the position of this one. And what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of merge the senior to the cap. And I'm going to show you how I do that. But I want it to be nicely positioned. Okay, this looks fine. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select, the hat is already selected. You know that it's selected because it's showing blue over here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press shift and I'm gonna press senior. And I'm gonna go down here where it says combine and I'm gonna unite them. Okay, so now when I unite it, what you find is that the hat is now sitting on top of the S, and it becomes one solid image. Okay, so if I should move this, you see that it's right there. So I'm gonna undo that because I want it to stay in line with that one. And what I'm going to do, I don't need this I anymore, so I'll take it away. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go back over here where it says text, and I'm going to write HSLI graduate. Okay, now what I am going to do, I'm gonna put it under here, but I don't want this font. I want a font that is called Alexia Bright. So I'm gonna go over here where it says font. I'm gonna change it to a system font called Alexia Bright. And this is it. And I'm gonna use the script one. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Before I weld it, I'm going to ungroup it and kind of put over that I. So I'm gonna ungroup. So you could ungroup by right clicking or you could just use the layers panel. So I'm gonna bring this over because I want it to be obvious. And the graduate, I want it to be one word. So I'm gonna move this over. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select everything and I'm gonna group it back together. I'm also gonna go down here where it says combine. I'm gonna go all the way up here and I'm gonna weld it because this is a script font. Whenever you're working with a script font, you have to weld because what you're gonna find if you do not weld it, then you're going to have little cut marks in your work when you go ahead to cut it out with your Cricut. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change this color to this one right here. So I'm going to go up here. This shows you all the colors that you're working with. So I'm just going to change that. So I'm going to take this down a little bit because now is the time when you're going to decide how large you want your shirt to be. Now this is 11.26, which I'm going to take it down just a little bit more. Okay. You could also go up here where it says template and you're going to search for a t-shirt just to see how it will look. So you're going to go to classic tees and I'm going to, oops, undo. I don't want it to do that. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to take it down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the classic tee. So go down here. If you click off of it, you could go to the bottom of the layers panel and you see the classic tees. You're going to click on it and then I'm going to change it from men to a women's short sleeve medium. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on it and this looks okay for a medium shirt. This is 11. Okay. It's too big. Remember, my stuff is at 50%, so it looks small. But this looks okay for a medium shirt. This is 11.2. I'm going to take it down just a little bit. And this is fine. And the height is quite okay. So this is ready to be made. All you got to do is hit make it. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use regular vinyl for the senior and I'm going to use glitter vinyl for the 2024 and the graduate. All right, so what I'm going to do, because I want these two to cut together, so let me take off the classic tees. Because I want these two to cut together, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on 2004 and I'm going to click on graduate, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to attach them. You could also weld them, but I'm going to attach them. What attach does is that it tells you the Cricut to put them together, okay, in the same spot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit on make it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. But remember, before you do anything, you have to mirror your image. If you're using heat transfer vinyl, always remember to mirror your image, okay? After that, I'm going to press continue. It's going to search for my printer, and when the option comes up, I'm going to hit heat transfer vinyl or everyday iron on, and then I am going to cut it out. So I'll see you at the table. Okay guys, so I'm ready to cut out my glitter vinyl. No, I changed it to red because I didn't have enough of the gold. But what you need to do, I don't have a sticky mat anymore, so I put some painter's tape just to hold it down so that it could go through without causing any issues. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut this out and then I show you what to do next. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I weeded out my design. This is what it looks like. This is what the glitter looks like. And what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put it on a white t-shirt. So this is my white t-shirt and this is a medium shirt. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to lint roll. Now this is important. Ensure that you lint roll your shirt. And then I'm gonna take you over to the heat press and I'm going to pre-press the shirt. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna press this shirt at 315 degrees. And because it's kind of layered, we're gonna press it for first 10 minutes and then we press it again. So I'm gonna take you over to the heat press. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pre-press my shirt. So this is an important step. You need to take the moisture out of the shirt. And then I'm gonna find the middle of the shirt. Just fold it, neckline to neckline, armhole to armhole. And then you're going to find the middle. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I am going to come down about 2 fingers or 3 fingers from the neckline. I'm gonna take my HTV and I'm gonna line it up in the middle. So around there, okay? And I'm going to align it center on the center of the shirt. Now that looks good. Now because this, I'm gonna put another layer. I'm just gonna do this for about 10 seconds and then I'm gonna put down the other layer. Now this is a cold peel, so I'm gonna let it cool down first and then I do the other layer. Okay, so this is a cold peel, so I'm gonna let it cool down before I try to take it off. So this is important. You have to know what type of vinyl you are working with. Okay, so it's coming off quite nicely. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put down the 2024. I'm gonna ensure that I line it up properly. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna put this over Teflon sheet and I'm gonna go in for another press. Oh, that looks really beautiful. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this off because this is a hot peel. It's actually a cool peel. It's a cool peel. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, let me try now. This looks good. Ooh, that looks really good. Oh, that looks good. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go in for a final press to ensure that everything is adhered. Okay guys, so this is the final result of the shirt that we went ahead and made. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have gotten any value at all in this video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on that post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. Until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.